there's a metaphor that I heard before that I'm going to share with you. Um, we'll just call it the hot cup. So consider your mind, your thoughts, your ego, everything you believe to be yourself, all your addictions, all your attachments to be the hot cup. And you are consciousness, which is going to be a hand. So you pick up this hot cup. Imagine this cup was extremely hot. This is your ego, and this is you as consciousness. This is really, really hot. And what happens is we keep wanting to hold on. We're so addicted. We've been so stuck in this scenario. Like, this is literally you right now. This is most people where they're just holding on to the past. They're holding on to their fears. They're holding on to the concept of I am a I have an addiction, or I have anxiety, I have depression, I have this ailment, I have this situation from my past, I have PTSD, I have something, I have this concept of me. These are all just layers of the ego. But really, there is no ego. We're just holding on to this truly imaginary hot cup. This isn't actually happening, but it feels like this. We keep holding on. And you see, true liberation, true freedom is to simply let go of it. And how would I possibly let go of this hot cup? Because this is an action, right? You see my veins are going a little bit, my muscles, like I have to physically hold this. What is the most effortless way to make sure it's on there to stop this pain of holding this extremely scalding hot cup? And it's just to simply let it go. You see, that's all spiritual enlightenment is to just let go. This is not an action. This is your natural state of being. We're naturally free. Awareness is naturally present right now. You don't have to do anything in order to become present. You don't have to understand presence. We just let go. We let go of the ego, all of the concepts of who we think we are, what we think we need to do in order to become enlightened, our past, our future, even our concepts about this moment. Our concepts are what is holding us in this place of suffering because we're holding on to it. That is like the addiction to the mind, the addiction to the ego. And I see all these comments, people are always wondering, what about this part of enlightenment? What about this part, manifesting? What about this? How can we use our minds? How can we do this? And these are all questions coming from the mind. You see, the mind always wants to know. I'm not knocking you, but I'm just telling you that the mind is the one, is this little entity that needs to know. It's coming from a place of ego that needs to understand everything. Awareness doesn't need to know anything. It's the unknown. It's what comes before the mind. It's where the mind arises in awareness. And you can find this place by letting go of the hot cup. When you stop holding on to whatever thoughts, whatever concepts, it doesn't matter. They're all the same. Anything that is born of the mind is not going to take you to awareness. It's not going to take you to your true self. It's always going to keep you from it when we become attached to what the mind says. Sure, thoughts may arise, but we allow them to arise and pass. because they do that on their own. We're not even, like, I say we allow that, but it's it's already allowed. Like thoughts, the mind, it's all allowed to come and go as they please. It's just like the beating of the heart. It's just like your breath. It's just like the waves in the ocean. It just happens. It's a natural happening. But we don't need to understand it. We don't need to understand why the mind is like it is, or how the mind is like it is, or what happened in my past, or what is my future going to be like, or how do I become enlightened? How do I become awakened? How do I become free? How do I let go of my depression? How do I let go of the past? How do you let go? People comment this. How do I let go? How do I let go of this person hurt me? This person did this thing to me. This thing happened to me. How do you let go? Do you see the, like, can you be here with me right now? Do you see like the fallacy even in that question? How do I let go? It's not an action. You just let go. It's much simpler than everyone is making it. But you see, when we're living in the mind stream, when we believe we're this mind, oh, the mind complicates everything. The mind thinks that we have to, your mind, based on what you've read and what you think you know, thinks that you have to watch 1,000 videos, perhaps. You have to read the Bible, read the Quran. You have to meditate. Like, how many hours does this guy meditate? People always want to know, like, how often you meditate. Oh, should I meditate 2 hours a day, 5 hours a day, 10 hours a day? Should I go on retreat? Should I sit in silence for a whole year? Should I go sit on a bench like Eckhart Tolle? Maybe if I just sit on, maybe if I find the right bench, with the just a little bit of give, where you sit and it's just like, it's not too hard, but it's not too soft either. It just got the right amount of give. And then I'll truly understand. You will never understand enlightenment. You will never understand it. I can guarantee you that. You can never know enlightenment. You can never know spiritual awakening, any of this. And those are all just concepts. Those are all just words. And the mind likes to gravitate to that, like, oh, enlightenment, it's it sounds so epic, right? It sounds so, oh, like people see me and they're like, oh my God, you're a guru. You came down from the heavens. You splashed down and you're giving me all this spiritual wisdom. I don't know how you do it. Can you teach us mere mortals? Bro, I'm no different than you. We are one. We are the same. We are both awareness. We're both just consciousness. And yes, I used to really believe what my mind was saying. And then I stopped believing it. And this is what happens. This is what's left. It's just this flowing consciousness, this flowing intuitive, creative expression. Like, I will tell you this right now. I've not written a single word for a single video. Not one word. I tried it on a couple times and it didn't work. I don't write any of this. This is all just a flow. This is all the creative flow. This is what happens when you're in the flow state. And how do you get to the flow state? It's, you drop your attachments to the mind. You drop your attachments to the ego, and then you flow in your natural God essence. This is creation just flowing out into this video. This is creativity at its finest. This is, Eckhart Tolle has talked about this. Some of the greatest artists they create from a place of no mind. The greatest builders, you get in a flow state. You're cutting wood, you're doing this, you're an architect. This is the creative process. This is who you are. This is all that there is this life essence flowing through all of us. It's, are we getting in the river of life and letting it take us? Or are we becoming attached to the hot cup that we want to hold on to so tightly that for most people, they're not even aware, they're not even conscious of the fact that they've been holding on to this hot cup? This is what it's like to be asleep. You see in the movie The Matrix, all those people, they're just walking around. They're going about their day. They're living corporate life, and they're so addicted to the world that they're in that they're not seeing that they're not of this world. Like Jesus said, like I am not of this world. Like I'm in this world, but I'm not of this world. I'm pretty sure Jesus said that. We are not to be attached to these concepts of life, of death, of fear, of the ego, of your past. So just let go. Let go of that hot cup. Let go. And just remember who you truly are. Because who you truly are is not a person, it's not an idea, it's not a thing. I can't take you there. It's not a place. It's truly timeless. It's the unknown. The Tao that can be named is not the true and eternal Tao. The Tao is just this. We are just this. People have given it so many names. Drop all of those. Drop every single name you've ever heard. God, consciousness, source, presence, beingness, isness, this moment, the now. It's all just concepts. Drop all of it. Just keep dropping it. There's nothing to know about. There's nothing to understand. You are just here. This is your natural state of being. You've always been here. You didn't create it, and you can't destroy it. You can't lose it. You can appear to lose it. It can seem that way when you're believing the story. The funny thing is, you're never lost from awareness. You believe a story that, oh, I lost it. Oh, I'm feeling tension. Maybe I'm waking up and I'm having a lot of thoughts in the morning. And because I'm having thoughts, oh, I lost awareness. Where to go? Where to go? I can't find it. Where did my awareness go? But who's aware that you lost your awareness? What is aware that you lost your awareness? You see, it will never, ever, ever leave you. It's always here. It's such a beautiful, wonderful, amazing, powerful, present, perfect, pandemonious thing. I was running out of P words. This is it, my friends. This is truly it. This is everything, and it's also nothing. And you are it, and it will never leave you. So just rest as this. You will be free. There won't even be a person that needs to be free because there's just this, and this is just free. It just is. I I didn't gain freedom. I didn't gain peace. I didn't gain joy or gain love. It's not like I picked it up off the sidewalk. It's not like I picked up a subscription or a pamphlet, or I didn't add that skill to my repertoire. I didn't have to go climb a mountain in order to make this happen. It just is. It's your natural state of being. Welcome home.